you! Thanks for connecting. My name is Yi, and today I want to talk about a commonly misunderstood aspect of your divine feminine energy. Quite often, when some people hear about feminine or masculine, instead of understanding these are two important components in each of us to make us relatively happy, healthy, and joyful person, they automatically assume it's gender specific. So masculine being men and feminine being women. And in our current patriarchal society, many will subconsciously link being feminine to being weak. And that, my friend, is not true. Many people are not aware of the power behind the divine feminine energy. And being feminine does not mean you're a pushover or doormat. And it is easy to misunderstand your divine feminine power because it is not a topic that being widely talked about in our culture until recent years. And you might wonder about what your life, your creativity, and your work looks like when you embrace your divine feminine power. Your divine feminine power has a different feel to how we understand power in a traditional sense. It has a different quality and flavor to the divine masculine energy. It's not like a big fire, boom, coming out like that, then it either burns you or fades very quickly. Instead, your divine feminine energy is more like slowly nourished cooking. It might take a little while to heat up, but once it is on, it reaches you deeper. It lasts longer. As a result, it will nourish you better. As you might have already experienced, our patriarchal culture can leave a scarred void in us, caused by self-criticism, rejection, burnout, disapproval, or unfair judgments. Yet, the divine feminine essence in you can fill up this wounded part, soothe it, and heal it completely with her radiance. When the divine feminine power in you wakes up, firstly, with blissful states of being, followed by synchronicity and mysterious encounters, then, in time, waves of compassion and self-acceptance rush in. Your life starts to flow better and makes more sense, even if this is after some initial setback or the dark nights of the soul. This is not something woo-woo. The divine feminine energy, which I call empower, actually shows up everywhere in nature and our daily life. For example, if you play a sport or an instrument, at the beginning, you are probably not making massive progress, and the practice can be daunting at times. However, as you continuously build on your skills and experiences, you cannot help but reach a tipping point one day, when everything just clicks and flows so easily. Or, if you talk to a wise investor, they will talk about the compound effect, which means when you are investing money initially, the first few years or even the first decade, you might not make much return. But as the time goes by, your investment will start to accumulate, then in time grow exponentially. Here we've used the mathematical or scientific language. We call the tipping point the compound effect. But really, they are just beautiful, beautiful demonstrations of the true divine feminine power, which we all have access to, men or women. Let me share another example to further illustrate the quality and rhythm of your divine feminine. You probably have heard that bamboo is one of the fastest growing plants on earth. Especially during spring, the growth of the mature bamboo just seems never ending. However, not many people know that it actually takes a new bamboo 3 years to get established first. It must root itself in the ground during the early years. And it's only after year 4 the growth accelerates and gets even faster as each year goes by. So for people who are not aware of this, when they firstly get the bamboo, they become very frustrated because the plant just seems to be sitting there, not doing much at all. As a result, they give up way too quickly before seeing any results. And sadly, so many people take a similar approach when they put their hopes and dreams in a new passion, a new business venture, or a new creative project, eagerly waiting for this thing to take off, without allowing the foundation to build up properly first, not giving the divine feminine a chance to work her wonder. Look, it doesn't really matter what you are working on at the moment, a job, a relationship, a hobby, or a passionate interest. You need the patience and understanding on how things work in the long run. And that is why I'm making this video, to encourage us to reclaim and radiate our divine feminine energy. As you can see, the rhythm of your divine feminine energy is more about sustainability and longevity. And because of its nature, when you lose touch with your divine feminine side, especially if you operate a stubborn pattern of keep pushing without resting, or always being extremely hard on yourself, it can take years or even a decade for you to see this disconnection. And many people only just realize it after a big sudden crash. And that is when your emotional health being compromised and chronic disease and symptoms can creep in. And this is why it's so important for each of us, man or a woman, to be very aware of how connected with our essential feminine side. So check in with yourself regularly. As you set intention and commitment to look after your feminine energy, to express your divine feminine self, you will begin to experience so much more joy, pleasure, and abundance in your work and life, I promise. If you want more practical guidance on how to do so, I've included some links for you below this video, so do check them out. Once again, thanks for watching. This is Yi, sending you all my love.